rescuing children. I mean, it should be a nonpartisan issue. Everybody should be in lockstep on that.
Tom Homan is right on that one, I can tell you. Joining us now with reaction, former Democratic operative and podcast host Dan Turrentine, along with Project 21 chairman Horace Cooper. Thank you so much for joining us here. I really do appreciate it. Dan, you're a reasonable-minded guy. I mean, what do you think of this raid here? Was that inappropriate to raid a farm with unaccompanied kids? And I mean, it's just, Democrats are going nuts over this.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's Jason, it's part of a pattern of the party just being unhinged and failing the common sense test, right? It started with, we didn't support sealing the border. We then fought the idea of getting rid of bad hombres. Now, you know, as Tom Homan said, trying to reunite children with their families, 80-20, 90-10 issues. You then go to the issue of, you know, raiding a farm, or whether it's hospitality workers or agriculture. The public won't even hear what we have to say because we failed the rest of the common sense test. It's maddening as a Democrat.
Yeah, it really is kind of common sense. And where's the outrage about having these juveniles supposedly working there, or unaccompanied, 9 of them, unaccompanied minors in this country? Maybe they were working there, maybe they were just there and caught up in it. I don't know, Horace, but when you see these pictures in this, what went down in California, what are your thoughts?
Well, a couple things. You know, families that are Americans and they struggle with childcare, if you bring your child to a dangerous workplace, you can be arrested. And if you leave them locked in your car while you work, you can be arrested. These kids have no parents anywhere in sight, and it's possible they were actually working. Where is the most progressive state in our country when it comes down to exploiting these children in this way, and even having them abandoned so that others who want to have a weed farm can make the maximum dollar that they can? This is really, really where the left has just stepped off the main road, and they've gone down to Cuckooville. They need to turn around.
Yeah, and what do you make of Gavin Newsom? I mean, he gets all upset and wants to call the president scum and all that. You know, this is the same guy that was out in South Carolina just a couple days ago sweating it up. But, you know, he tries to make a big deal about this. And you have a United States senator, albeit from Arizona, saying that these are just families that have been picking our food. It was a weed farm. It wasn't picking strawberries. Like that there's some more. I mean, these guys were out there picking weed.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think Gavin Newsom, I mean, one of the things that's frustrating as a Democrat is there's no criticism of people attacking and impeding ICE. I mean, we have this problem here in New York with the mayoral candidate kind of saying that, oh, the police are the problem. Again, I go back to common sense. Like, we can't have these images or just the reality of people attacking and impeding ICE officers and as a party just whistling past it and going and talking about, you know, oh, he ought to stay out of here, and it's just some people picking in a farm. Again, the public won't even hear us on that conversation.
Well, they're not going to get a lot of sympathy when they're out there waving their Mexican flags in California, for goodness sake. That's not a way to... Now, granted, I would hope that they didn't know that they were coming, that this raid then suddenly happened, but that's the flag they had. I mean, you have the arrest of 200 people. We'll see if they're truly here illegally. But, you know, there was a reason why ICE did this raid. And the kids, I can't get past the kids. You got 10 there, 9 of which are unaccompanied minors. How do the Democrats answer for that?
See, the governor should have put a statement out that says, we will not abide violence. ICE agents are law enforcement officers too. Even if you don't agree with their activities, there are lawful ways for you to raise your objection. The attack on them is unconscionable. Now, the president has recently posted on social media that he is directing Homeland Security to start prosecuting these people. The governor should have also said, and I repeat this, these children. Now, there's some 300,000 of them that got lost during the Biden administration. We need to have a national effort to figure out where those kids are and get them reunited. But the governor should have at minimum said, nowhere in California will we tolerate the exploitation of children. Children working as miniature slaves because they're tiny, are able to access these tools and things better than adults. Those days are way long gone. That's what he should have been getting upset about. And when the American people watch, they wonder, where is he? What's his commitment to? How can we follow him? And he plans to be the next nominee. Wow.
Yeah, well, hey, there's just too much common sense in what you two guys are talking about. Dan and Horace, thanks so much for joining us tonight on Hannity. Do appreciate it.